Hey everybody, good afternoon. I'm TJ McClellan, broker of Fitness Realty here, bringing you another video. Today, there's a topic in mind. I'm gonna have to read it off this page. What is your biggest frustration about your market? We talk about our market all the time, but I wanted to actually get some information out there about how limited our supply is. So, of course, in my opinion, the biggest problem we have in our market right now, in Utah and probably nationwide, is feeling some of this, but especially in Utah, we have no inventory. Prices are going up like crazy. The demand is super high. There are not very many homes on the market. Right now, I'm in the open house down in St. George, and it's beautiful outside. But I was talking with a realtor down here that said this time last year there was 5 times as many active listings on their market. And so if you have 1/5 of the inventory, that creates a really big demand, and the price can really skyrocket. So that's what we're seeing. So that's kind of supply and demand in a nutshell. Very basic, of course. Those of you guys that have done economics and things, you guys already know that. However, I wanted to bring up some key points in what's creating this inventory shortage. Number one, in my opinion, is our city councils. Every city council will not vote for high density. I say it in quotations like that because high density means something different to everybody that you ask that same question to. So if you were to ask 100 people what high density means, you're going to come up with 100 different answers, most likely. You will have some that will be the same, of course. I'm not saying that you won't, but sorry, they're about stroked out. Just kidding. Anyway, so you will have some answers that are the same, but high density really can be a very broad topic. So city councils are voting down high density. They're voting down the ability to build more on top of the land that we do have and help with the inventory shortage. So what I'm saying is the city councils are the first position that is the roadblock between us and maybe slowing the prices down, or us and having more inventory to sell, or us they're standing between us and maybe our kids being able to afford something. Long term, I think that's the answer. We have to have to get city councils on board with building more. I know that sounds crazy and nobody wants it in their backyard, but honestly, we need more dwelling units for the people that are moving here, for the kids that are growing up here. You guys know as well as I do, Utah's known for people that have abnormally large families. I mean, I have 4 kids, and that's not abnormally large for Utah, but it's pretty much large for other areas, of course. So, all right, well, that's the first topic on that part. So, in my opinion, city councils is the first place to go that we could kind of open up the inventory chat. You know, it would actually be a long-term conversation, and you actually might need a few years to get that ball rolling, but I think that's the way we need to go. All right, item number 2 is a labor shortage for contractors and skilled laborers, framers, sheetrockers, concrete people, anything that has to deal with building a home. The labor that has to go into the home to get that completed, there aren't enough people to handle that right now, and so the labor cost drove way up, and so that made the home prices skyrocket even more. And also, a lot of people really want new builds, so the labor that needs to go into those new builds, if they can't get it done in a reasonable price, then the price skyrockets and prices even more people out of that price range. So, number 2, labor shortage. So I don't know how to fix that one. I think we could probably fix that one if more builders were able to build more homes, and we could, instead of having fights about who gets the labor, and where they kind of bid each other's workers out to a different site. I think that might help there. All right, number 3 is material cost. Those of you guys that work in, I say guys or gals, but it really everybody Those of you that are in anything that has to deal with selling something. Hey, we're back. Sorry, I had some people walking through. You gotta love open houses. They're so fun. They're actually one of my favorite things to do, and I get paid to just chat with people. It's my favorite. So, okay, I think we were right on material cost. In fact, the people that just came and walked through were asking me about the market and why there are no, or why the inventory is so low. Literally just talked about these three items. So anyway, with material costs, what I was trying to get to is if you've gone to Home Depot and bought 2x4s recently, you can just see the crazy price increase. You can definitely look at a sheet of plywood is near 30 bucks or 26 bucks or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But the materials have gone up so fast. So that is also creating this low inventory and the kind of the price increase that you're watching. So anyway, this has been a little video about the no inventory, nothing to look at, nothing around in the markets. So I'm TJ McClellan, broker of Fitness Realty. I hope this has been beneficial for you and added some value. Get out there with your city councils and increase their knowledge about what high density means and why we actually need more homes and more dwellings for people. Okay, all right, we'll see you guys later.